We catch you all on the line. Ron and Linda Calvin, welcome to the call tonight. Uh, Good evening, everyone. This is Sandy Britton, and I want to welcome you to the call tonight. I'm going to turn it over right away to our Vice President of Operations in North America, Janine Avila. Janine, take it over.
Hey, thank you, Sandy. It's great to see so many people from all across the nation, and we actually have some people from across the world. Thank you for joining us. And you guys can all see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay. So welcome. This is our virtual world. It's how we get together today. I want to remind you, I know Sandy did, but in case you're new, and I do hear somebody that if one of my co-hosts could mute, I hear some noise there, but you can see the button. If you don't know how to do it, we've got an arrow, you've got a little mute button. So if you've got background noise, please hit the mute button, or if you got something going on you don't want us to see, you can click right here and stop the video. We love seeing your smiling faces, but I want to make sure that you know what you can do. So that's me, enough about that. Tonight, we'll be getting joined here by a very special guest, our chairman, Mr. Heng Fai Chan, and you're going to get to hear a little bit about his vision. What I'm going to do tonight is go through some slides quickly, and then I'll stop the screen share, and we'll do a little bit of one-on-one conversation. So we just have fun. And some of you saw he was on the pre-call. Our president, Mr. Vincent Lam, is on the line from Singapore, and you'll be hearing from him and a little bit of exciting information from what's going on with global expansion. And we're going to introduce somebody new to you tonight, Tom Lunenberg, that you're going to hear from briefly at the end of the slideshow. And I thought I'd start by showing you a couple of familiar faces. And just a quick story across the world, a long time ago in the world of black and white, there was a very entrepreneurial young businessman named Mr. Fai Chan, and a very entrepreneurial, health conscious man named Mr. Clinton Howard, who were both, their lives were running on two separate tracks, but they were both dedicated to creating a better life for the people around them. That was the thing. Although they didn't know each other at the time, later their paths would cross at a critical time for all of us. And you can see here you have a modern day picture of Mr. Chan, who absolutely dedicated his life to rescuing companies and tremendous business success, and just a great attitude for getting in there, rolling his sleeves up and helping fix companies. And Clinton Howard dedicated his entire life to creating products that get in here and fix bodies and keep us healthy and happy and strong. And a couple of years ago, I had a conversation with Andrew Howard and Clinton Howard, and we learned that RBC was in a little bit of trouble. You guys all know that. And I knew Mr. Chan was looking for the very best products because he'd had this phenomenal business success around the world, but he had a heart for network marketing because, like a lot of us, he loves people. And he really wanted the very best products. And I had heard that he was in search of the best products. And I introduced his company officials and him to Clinton Howard, and Clinton Howard had a wonderful conversation with Mr. Chan. They shared their vision, and today, because of that, we have a mission of health, wealth, and happiness that continues to live on with the legacy of Mr. Clinton Howard, who we lost in January, but he knew his company, his mission, his passion, and his products were being carried on and in the good hands that he trusted of Mr. Fai Chan. So we carry that vision and that mission of health, wealth, and happiness forward today. So we've been on this journey. We created a new business model, the gig economy. Everybody wants a side hustle. Pandemic came along and everybody and their grandma was working from home. We have the best of the best. We have affiliate marketing, network marketing, and we're positioned in the gig economy. We've got phenomenal brands and more to come. That's on our platform. I'm happy to tell you that our Clinton Howard Quality Assurance Lab is in commission. It's stocked. There's Shauna, who works there every day, making sure we test all the products as they come in. And I've got a slide here showing you the seal, the Clinton Howard seal that will begin going on all the products to let everybody know that this product is perfect. And it has been tested in the Clinton Howard Quality Assurance Laboratory. And before Mr. Howard passed, he knew about this. He knew about this product. He knew about this lab and the seal, and he was really excited. He actually named the lab. So we've got taken good control of our shipping again. We're shipping out of Dallas, and we've got a dedicated team there. That's why you see a lot of fun things coming in the order. Ira had worked with then RBC and now HWH and Mr. Howard for years, and she has a passion for making sure these orders get out the door the way they're supposed to be, on time, every time. So we've got HWH Marketplace and the websites with global expansion on the horizon. You're going to hear a little bit more about that. But what I want to let everybody know that in the past, RBC had pretty much been domestic with some global and countries going up and down, but that's been a big mission. And now with our new team and everything we've got going, this is more of a possibility than ever. There's a picture of Ira, and here's products going off around the world. And what this means to you is you can count on our domestic and international shipping, because you've got business potential now for the very best products in the world to get them all around the world quickly. The other thing I want to let you know, and you won't see it yet, but it's coming in the next week or so, is we have made updates to your HWH gig site, and it got a facelift. So you'll see it's showing the phone with the app, and there's a lot more great stuff that you'll see coming, but you can watch for that. So you're going to be thrilled. We've got our business model with 2 different websites, as you know. The HWH Marketplace, strictly for your customers. You can send them there. They just buy product. And then the gig site, when somebody says, hey, I want a gig, I want a side hustle, I want to position myself in affiliate marketing, you can put them there. And we're going to go after that millennial market pretty strong, because there's a lot of, we're not the only ones that don't want to have a boss and want to have freedom and want to control our own income. Everything that's happened in the world in the last few years has really kind of shaken people up and helped them to see that you want to really pay attention to your health with really good products that really work when you put them in the body, and then you can market them. You want your friends and family to be healthy and safe too. So that's really what we're doing. I'm just showing you 2 quick things, and I'm going to stop the screen share so you can hear from our guests. We've got a Power Trio Pack, which is our Microhydrin Plus, which is a product I really will say I can't live without. I've taken this product all the time. Our Immune Shield, our new product, and our Diacin. And that's on special. And you'll see this, an email coming out, and you'll see that on our website. But that will help you get the word out to people. And you can see that's $94 US and 110 Canadian. And I did hear Justin say Happy Canada Day, by the way. I did see we have some Canadians on the call, and we appreciate you. We know you're celebrating your day up there. And also, we've got our 4th of July special for what's going on here in the US. And you haven't seen this yet. That's a sneak peek for you being on the call tonight. But it's our SA Core Aloe Gelée and Citrus Spray to help you get out there in the summer and get around the beach. And you'll see the special being emailed out to everybody tomorrow. So you'll want to take advantage of that special. And it's valid from July 2nd, which is tomorrow, till July 5th. So you'll be able to get this, take advantage of these products. Now, I am excited to stop sharing my screen and go back to, I think I'm going to jump over first. Did Mr. Chan get on? Well, while I look for him, Vincent?
Yes, yes. Hi.
Hi,
Everyone.
Vincent Lum, our president. And I talk to Vincent all the time. He's great. He's always available. So it's fun. And you're sitting over there in Hong Kong right now, right, Vincent?
Yes, yes. As the background, I changed the background to the Hong Kong, the Victoria Harbor, still shining. Yesterday is the 20, you have your Independence Day and we have our handover day. It's the 24th year of anniversary of handover to China. We're all having fun yesterday. Yeah, I guess Mr. Chen is probably still engaged in the other meeting. So He's on. He's asking the password. Is that HWH, you need?
Yes. Yes,
All
it's
caps.
HWH. All caps,
Yeah.
HWH. Okay, good. We'll be hearing from him then in just a minute. So Vincent, while we're waiting for Mr. Chan to come on, some of the people have never heard from you before. And could you just share a little bit about your background from Apple? Because I think it's exciting to us because I know you're working on the app, and just anything that you think would be exciting to share with people tonight.
Oh yes, and first of all, I'm very pleased to be part of the team. I've been working very closely with Ginny in setting up the HWH World, almost a year and almost 15 months right now. So I've always been in the technology sectors. I mentioned to Sandy, I spent a lot of time in California, in the Silicon Valley, all those days when I was young. And so, you know, I've actually represented the first venture with a Cisco system in Asia back to the 90s, and you know, setting up the Asia reseller network for Cisco as their closest partner in Asia. And the company turned very successful to be another independent company, IPO in Singapore. And that turns out into a $2 billion company. And in the middle of 90s, I'm so fortunate to be able to join Apple as the head of marketing for Asia Pacific. And if some of you in my days, back to the 90s, I've actually, since I joined the company, I've actually gone through 3 CEOs. And luckily to be part of Steve Jobs' teams. So I'm one of those guys who launched the iMac with nobody know about the secret, with a handful number of people. Launched the Think Different campaign, the Apple Compact campaign. And obviously a few meetings and get to know the legendary Steve Jobs. The other legendary person that I met was back to 2014 when I started my as an entrepreneur, my software company, app company. You know, we were trying to be going into the kids education or internet security software, and so that's why Sandy, I'm always keen to know grandchildren or young children, because I think spending so many years in the internet, we are actually poisoning the young children after this long period of time. So we got to do something good. So I set up a company with the vision of internet with a purpose, rather than, you know, trying to addict people on other things like games or whatsoever. But I met up with another legendary person, Mr. Chen, my mentor, and admire his success and all the great things that we have done. We don't know each other, but you know, I was, again, back to my very young days already, enjoying some of his setup, like, you know, to travel and, you know, some of the membership service, and we connect together, and we find out that I was one of the early member in one of his setup called Buffet Cup. Anyway, we become very good friends, and I joined his empire. So I started Holap together with him, which is the app company that, you know, is the basis of our Gig World app, you know, the entire platform that we were talking about. And, you know, and then, you know, I've gone into a few ventures together with him, nonstop. You know, when everybody knows Mr. Chen, and we both like to work. You know, we like to work 28 hours a day, if there's more hours. And so, you know, we were so dedicated and try to change, just like Steve Jobs changing the world. We try to change. You know, there's a lot of problems in the world, and we want to build happiness across different, you know, communities, people surrounding, cross-national. And Mr. Chen shared with me his vision of health, wealth, and happiness. I think it was a great vision. So, then, the following story, you all know that he get into HWH, take over the RBC business. And I thought it's a great set of products. We got great people over there. I've been working very closely with Mr. Chen, is building up and executing his vision of HWH. And and in the era of post-pandemic, the digital or internet become more and more influential, if not critical. And we were working on the app for HWX since we talked, like 6-9 months ago. One of the reasons why we're delaying the launch of the app is that they've got a lot of very positive feedback from our friends in Korea, our friends in Malaysia, and also with other investment from Mr. Chen. And we think we're going to bring in a very big breakthrough on the business model and tools for the network marketing world, for the gig economy world, as well as for the affiliate marketing world. And our friends, our guys, our team, people like Steve Heng, Justin is here, are all working very hard. We just have another call in my evening, his morning. Justin get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, working out on the back office and everything. So what we're doing right now is really changing the industry, putting a lot of effort in providing the best of breed product with the vision of Mr. Chen, the investment of Mr. Chen, and bringing all of us as a family really marching forward to the new era of digital economy. So I think I'm very excited, and I apologize not able to spend enough time with all of you because I've only got 28 hours a day. And if I can have 29, then at least I got another hour with you, all of you. But I'm so pleased to have Ginny with me. And she's just great. She's just amazing. So back to you, Ginny.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure to work with Vincent and get to know you because I love how much he cares. And when he says about a family, I talk to him almost every day and I know he means that. I want to, we're going to talk about global expansion and talk to Tom in a minute. But before we do, I know he's got another call because he works, if not 28, 30 hours a day. Mr. Chan, I see you were able to join us.
Yes, I have a little bit of problem coming in, but I'm here.
Well, we know you're persistent. You're not a guy that gives up. I have a lot of fun on these calls with Mr. Chan. Sometimes he's on the treadmill and he's working and just talking to us and making it all work, but he's agreed to jump on tonight. Mr. Chan, you see everybody on the call tonight, and we had some people that were just, could you share your vision for HWH, for health, wealth, and happiness? Why do you want to start this network marketing thing at this time of your career?
Well, actually, I didn't start it at just right now. I learned about network marketing business about maybe 15 over years ago. And I was amazing how the whole system worked. And the more I go into it, the more I think this is a great business model, but the industry has to change. Because majority of the company in the MLM business don't really look after the people that work for them or work together with them, okay? Mm-hmm. And I kind of learn it in a day and try it out and keep learning it. And I think right now, through the years of persistence, I have a group of people, very professional, that want to help me to do it to where we should be going, to build a totally different companies. Okay, and I'm so good to see so many of us here, much younger than me. I think we got all the young men and lady here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
so
on.
It's great. So and all of you can advise me how to do it right. Okay, tell Jenny how to do it right. And it's not about money. my career. When I'm supposed to retire at 70, I sold everything, and I don't really not doing this for money. I'm doing this for the fun and to prove that we can really changing the industry and do it better, because there's a major percentage of this business, run by women that help the family to make a supplement income from home. So as a company, we need to provide them the right service, the right support, and make sure that we do the best we can to look after the people. And that's where I'm coming from. But I want to say I'm still learning from everybody. I'm learning from Jenny. I'm learning from Vincent and all the people around me. And I'm good. I'm start collecting a very good of people that understand where we're going. Okay. And I'm
Good.
sure we're going to get there.
Well, I know everybody on this call appreciates the fact that our beloved RBC products that they've been taking, some of these people for more than 30 years have life-changing stories, and now they continue. Before you got on, I was showing them some slides of the Clinton Howard Quality Assurance Lab that we're working in, and the seal, and just all the things we're doing to get these products all over the world. And I know you have big vision of a lot of other products you're adding to the HWH platform. I know it's a lot more than just about products. We have a better life. And I know that's your vision. And we've got a lot of things, I guess, in the hopper, so to speak, that you're working on globally. And I know you're working on a HWH World website that we'll be able to share with people at a later time that'll show the vision. But I just know how grateful we are that you took this on. And some of our distributors, affiliates had said to me, is Mr. Chan going to get tired of this? Because we had to turn so much stuff around, and we know you've had to invest a lot of time and energy and money.
I don't have enough to do. I'm getting bored. Yeah, what I want to, if everybody allow me, I want to have a very simple connection with everybody. We are going to open a happy cafe. Okay, and I want to have Adam showing a video of a happy cafe and our concept. And I'd like to invite everybody here to become a Happy Cafe members. And, all our members, will have free coffee for life. They can come and enjoy our coffee, Happy Cafe. We're going to start in Dallas, Salt Lake City, and a lot of major cities where we have a lot of members, showcase our product, and then a place for them to chit-chat and to engage with the company and their friends and, and their partners. So if everybody allow me, I'm going to pass it to Adam to show the Happy Cafe. This is one of the pillar of the happiness we have in our HWH. Okay.
Okay.
So can you get Adam to share screen so we can show the video?
Can you do it, Adam?
Sorry, you have to enable the screen sharing, Jenny.
Okay. Okay, you should be able to do it now.
Got it.
While he's setting this up, Jarman, I'll tell you, I saw the vegan stuff on there and I thought of you.
So
Okay, that's so exciting. We've just shown them the future, what's going to be possible.
yeah, everybody here will be invited to the coffee house where we open in Dallas. We're opening in Dallas, we're opening in Salt Lake City. We are already in Korea, and we're looking at open up where we have most of the members. Yeah. So
So
when
that
we open,
yep.
I will get Jenny to invite everybody to come to the coffee house. Okay.
I'm excited. And on our call the other day, he told me, let's start looking. In fact, I told Ira about it today. We were talking about it and Justin around the office. I said, we got to find the best place so we can get going. This is
Yeah.
reality. It's happening. And you're going to have a wonderful place that you can bring people and grow. And some of the things you guys saw in the video, like the homes up there in Houston at Allset, I've been there and seen that. All of this is reality, and it's really starting to happen. And our global expansion's in place. And this is why Mr. Chen has us all working all these hours, because we're making this a reality, so that you're going to not only have the products you love, but you're going to have the best business model. And I know you saw a lot on that video. You saw the flick, the trips, the online exercising. This is the vision of where we're going. So we're getting everything in place for that. So you're going to be really happy you guys stuck around. So Mr. Chan, do you have anything else you want to share before I wanted to introduce Tom to everyone and to you to share a little bit about, okay. Well, thank you so much. We'll have an update, and then when we get our Happy Cafe open, we'll have you back. We know how busy you are, and I really appreciate you getting on and sharing this with everyone. I told you guys I want to introduce you, and most of you know, we still are working with Carolyn, Dr. Carolyn, but she is actually putting most of her efforts at another company. She's an advisor to us, and we have a global product registration expert that I've actually known for years, and he's been very involved working with the team. And I'm excited to introduce him to you tonight. He's worked already with Dave Price and Mr. Chan and Andrew Tan and Vincent and all of us, but he's up in Post Falls, Idaho, but he's with us all the time on video as we're moving to open all these different markets and make sure the products have the very best compliance, so we're safe and legal, but we're getting into these other countries quickly. Tom Lunneberg, thank you for getting on tonight, and I'd like to introduce you to everybody.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for having me. It's been a few weeks so far, and I'm getting my feet wet and getting to know the team members. And you know, for 20 years, I've worked with Janine off and on, and the opportunity came. I mean, you tell the story if you want. You called me. I said we could do something, and then all these great products started showing up at my house, so I could get familiar with them. I got a chance to work with Carolyn and get to know, kind of get some handoff. And then my biggest thing that I tell the team and all of you is I just want to bring value. So I have an extensive background in international product distribution, registrations, manufacturing. So it's fun for me to get to see these new products and work with something new, but it's also really great to get to work with Janine again, because she's someone that I hold close to my heart. And if she calls me, you have the list of people, and if they show up calling, asking for help, you take the call, and she's one of them on my list that I'll always take the call.
Well, Tom, I appreciate that. And I do want you to share quickly a little bit about your background so people understand. But one of the things I want to assure everybody is that when I saw the vision of Mr. Chan and everything we had in front of us, and to get these products, make sure we're compliant, somebody that really understands. I don't know, some of you probably know the delays and the cost and just the trouble you can have when you're going into other countries if you don't have somebody that understands the little nuances of which ingredient can go into that country and which can't. And when I was a part of all this, I always try to call the best person I know. And when I got involved here, and I saw we needed help in IT, and They had a great IT professional, but when we had RBC, I called the best person I know. I called Justin Boyd. When I realized that Dr. Carolyn's focus was changing and that our expansion into other countries was bigger and broader, who's the best person I know? That's Tom Lenneberg. And that's from years of experience. I don't reach out to people I like, because I got a lot of people I like. I happen to like Tom, but one of the things I love is his work ethic and his passion for great products. I only wish you could have met Clinton Howard, Tom, because he'd have loved, your passion was very similar to his. So would you just share quickly a little bit about your background and what you've been doing?
Sure. So, first off, Janine knows this about me, that I'm only going to choose to do something that I want to do, and it's got to be around products that are made correctly and not made as window dressing or a quick marketing ploy that I see a lot of different network marketing companies do. And that's a pet peeve of mine. If you're going to create a product with purpose. Create something that's not cutting corners, that is using the right amount of ingredients, and that provides a benefit. So that's what and Janine already knew that, so you kind of gave me the heads up before we got into it. But my background for, 25 years now, I have worked with personal care, nutrition, pet care, a lot of different manufacturing facets. But throughout the whole time that I've done it, one thing that my mentor taught me about was to have a product philosophy where no matter what you put into the product, have a purpose for it to benefit the user. If that purpose isn't there, then there's no reason to have that in the product. So have a high product philosophy, so much that sometimes things may cost too much, but you can apologize for the price. You never want to apologize for the quality of your product. So I've kind of been built on that. So from formulations to working in all the different manufacturing plants, from packaging to labeling to supply, the entire supply chain, that's really been my bread and butter, along with operational roles. Over the last 10 years, I've spent a lot more internationally. So right now, I've worked with companies in about 25 different countries to register personal care products, ship container loads of products over, know the documentation that needs to be done and how it needs to be done in advance so that those shipments clear. And one thing that's important now more than ever is the supply chain is just getting hammered. Things are taking much longer than they've ever taken. Containers are being scarce and hard to find to ship things. Shipping costs are going through the roof. So if you make a mistake that most likely is always accidental, it can compound the cost, but it can dramatically delay shipments. That really is what keeps your business going. So in all the businesses I've worked, if your product runs out of stock, the consumer may look for another product. So it's critical to always do things with speed, but also with accuracy. So that's a little bit about me. I'm really here to answer questions, help, and follow Janine's lead on where I can be applying myself to help all of you.
Well, thank you, Tom. And I'll share a quick story on myself that I guess maybe 15 or 20 years ago, Tom and I was trying to get a product launched that was a big fad product that everybody wanted, and the field wanted it really bad, and it was a weight loss product. And Tom put his foot down, and he actually reminded me of Clinton Howard. He came in my office afterwards and he said, "You're wrong, Janine. You can't put that product out. It's not good for people. I don't care if it's." And I was kind of like stymied because I wanted to do it because the field was putting so much pressure, but I had so much respect for the fact, and I had that experience with Clinton Howard once before, like 15 years earlier. And so when I realized, the job ahead, the task, and to carry on this vision of Clinton Howard and this vision of Mr. Chan globally, and to get these products in with speed and accuracy, I was so happy that Tom was available to work with us. And he's been working with the team. We've been throwing a lot of stuff at him, and we're just happy you're here.
Maybe Jenny, you share Tom's WhatsApp contact in the group chat for me.
Oh, I will definitely do
Yeah,
that.
I would like to use the expertise of Tom.
Great.
That would be great.
That is great. I'll definitely do that. And he's on what he's fast on WhatsApp like you are, Mr. Chen. When I message him, he comes right back. So I like that too.
Well, I appreciate the invite, and I won't let you guys down. So happy to be part of the team.
Just to let you know, Tom, before I get into this industry, I spent 7 years developing healthy impact products for people. And whether I did it wrong or right, I think I blow over $10 million in that field already.
Oh,
Minimum
wow.
$10 million and going to be a hell lot more. Product is the most important thing. Okay.
Yep.
It is. We've, Mr. Chan, I appreciate your story and part of my story over the last 20 years.
And not only about product, a lot of MLM company, they look for very high margin. I look at low margin as well that can keep people healthy, like low GI noodles, spaghetti, bread, sugar, okay, the repellent technology, mosquito technology for people, because toxic. Heat is very, very toxic, okay? So that's a kind of a passion that we have. That's why we started the Happy Cafe. Everything in there is healthy. It's keto, it's vegan, it's low GI bread, gluten-free bread. Okay, it's want to be the most healthiest coffee house chain in the world.
Well, I love the video. I like the vision. So
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. If you want to see more of that, you can go into YouTube, AEI or All Set. You can find all our video there. Okay.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah. Where are you based?
I'm out of Post Falls, Idaho. So
Idaho,
north,
okay.
close to the Canadian border.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Well, okay. So Vincent, do you have any closing comments? I know everybody's been on a while and we've had a lot of information.
Yeah,
I know
just a
you're
little
working
bit-
on that app.
Yeah, just a little bit on the international. Again, Tom has been great assets for us, and already been working with Carolyn, and then we're working on the products registration for Malaysia and all the other places. By the way, with the HWH World, we're already NFR, not for resale, shipping products from US into Taiwan, and it's working very well. So some of your support or your members in Taiwan, you can make use of that. But I would say that Mr. Chen has a vision of growing up companies, and you'll be seeing more and more companies in the family like HWH. But the most important thing is the HWH team here is actually the first team that we all put together our efforts. We are not perfect. We're far from perfect, but there is a lot of things for us to learn. And I think I personally learned a lot. And I think this industry also have a lot of rooms and to improve or to break through. And I'm so delighted to be part of the team, and I want to work together with all of you, your friends and family. And one last thing, I'm approaching 60 years old in a few months, and I still look into myself very young, like a 20 years old kid. And so all of us must be young at heart. We're not afraid of technology. Technology can only get simpler and easier for us to be younger and younger every day. Thank you, Jeanine.
Good. Oh, that's good. I like the idea of being younger every day and healthy so we can enjoy our lives and our families and our grandchildren. And I'm still way ahead of Mr. Chan in the number of grandchildren. We had a conversation about that yesterday.
Oh.
He can't catch me for a while, but I've got some, and I have some great pictures we're going to be posting on our HWH Gig Facebook page that he sent me. I wanted to see some pictures of him with his grandkids, and you can just see all the joy because family's most important. A lot of us have always known that, and we're going to stay healthy and happy and carry on this vision for health, wealth, and happiness. So this video is recorded. We'll have it posted in the gig site. I know everybody dedicated a lot of time tonight. Again, happy Canada Day. Have a wonderful, safe 4th of July weekend, everybody in North America. And thank you so much, everyone. It's been a pleasure getting to see all your smiling faces. Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
All
Good
right,
night.
thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.